First found fame in 2007 on Big Brother, and since then Chanelle Hayes has been on a very public journey battling body image and food addiction. Well, Chanelle is with us now. Hi there, Chanelle.
Hi.
Hi, hi. God, I'm just watching that VT, and you've really been through the mill over the years, haven't you? I mean, it's been like a battle for you.
Oh, I've been every single size. I've had every single emotion about it, and it's crazy when you look back, and when you think about what it's done to your body as well over all that time, being all those different sizes, and it's not very healthy, is it really?
Well, so last August you decided to have gastric surgery, yeah?
I did, yeah. I had it on the 1st of August. And at that point, I was 17 stone 4, I think. And now I'm like 9.5. So it's been about, maths, it's about 8 stone.
Wow. So, I mean, you've virtually halved your body weight. So you look great. How do you feel? That's the important thing.
Yeah, I do feel so much better, so much healthier. And it's just kind of, I'm able to do more. I can go trampolining with the kids. I can go and get involved in stuff. And obviously I know we can't do too much until the end of July with lockdowns and stuff, but I'll be able to go and do more things and just feel healthier as a person.
And you decided to have a gastric sleeve, wasn't it? I'd never heard of that. I've only ever heard of a gastric band. What's the difference between the two?
So a gastric band, your stomach's still there and you just get it placed around your stomach so that it's a little pouch at the top, and then you don't ever really use this bottom bit. It never gets full, the bottom bit of your stomach. Whereas the gastric sleeve, they just cut 85% of your stomach off and pull it out of your abdomen. But it's just been the best thing ever. It sounds quite gruesome when I describe it like that, but it's not. It's really just been the best thing for me. And I know it's not for everybody, but for me, it was definitely the right thing.
Chanelle, I want to ask you whether you think you've reached the end of the journey, in your relationship with food, because obviously it's something that goes on in your head. It's how you look at food and your relationship with it. Can you say kind of definitively that there won't be something more that you would do to your body? I mean, what you've done is quite a drastic step, isn't it?
It is a drastic step, but I feel as though it was the very last resort, and I tried everything I could before doing that. But really, when you weigh it up, however many more times I would have dieted and lost weight and then eaten and gained weight, that would have been much worse on my body overall than actually the risks of the surgery. But like I say, it is only a tool. You can eat through it. So I've got ongoing therapy for 5 years with my package from where I got my operation done. And I think the physical restriction has now enabled me to have a bit of a safety net and let me actually use moderation like you would or most people. But yeah, I don't know. I can't predict the future, Janet. I don't know.
Chanelle, you're saying that it's provided you with some sort of a safety net, but you also explain and say that it's food addiction that you've got. What is it that the surgery's done to help you to understand what your food addiction was or how that manifested in the first place?
So because you're not allowed to have any food for the immediate period after your surgery, you kind of have to... Frankie! Sorry, you kind of have to learn to Sorry, I don't know what he's doing.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Re-eat again. So you can only then Frankie, come and sit here a minute. Oh, sorry. You can only eat soft foods, and you've got to learn to eat your health.
Hi, Frankie.
Hi.
Wait, England. So and then with the therapy and stuff that I've been getting, been working on coping strategies with, instead of turning to food, what else could I do? And doing a bit of it's like a CBT, I suppose, really. But the physical restriction is what I needed at that point to enable me to even get to that step, because I'd gone beyond a point of no return.
Had you tried therapy before taking this step, Chanelle? Or...
Obviously, I've turned down a lot of work. I had so many diet companies saying, will you do this, will you do that? And I just knew I can't do it. I just know that I can't do it. And the right step for me is to go down this route of having surgery to enable me to become healthier. So although I still had therapy and stuff beforehand, I think I needed the physical restriction, if you know what I mean.
Did you have a kind of, not a breaking point, I don't mean that, a sort of tipping point that you thought, right, OK, this is the time?
Yeah, I filmed a whole day's work for a company about to do a new weight loss thing, and I was so... And then they left. Oh, Frankie's just sneezed. Sorry, my friend's going to wipe his nose. And then they left, and I immediately ordered like a takeaway and just ate loads. And then I just thought, you know what? I have not got the willpower to do this. I can't do it because it's so difficult. It's not as though it was, and I'm not saying it's easy to like break other addictions, but if you're addicted to something, certain drugs or whatever, you don't need those to sustain your life, but you do need food. So it's hard to overcome an addiction that you actually need to live.
So mentally, do you feel positive?
Yeah, honestly, I feel really, really positive. And if it wasn't COVID and everything, I'd be strutting down there in another pink bikini. Oh, that's
right.
I think I look really nice in that. It's not that like I didn't like how I looked, but from that point, I've then gained another however many stone on top of that. So yeah, but when we're allowed, we should all get together and hang out.
Yeah. Well, we can't wait to see you back in the studio. Whether you want to strut your stuff in a bikini or not is entirely up to you, Chanelle, but it would be lovely to see you.
I'll do it if you do it.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
That'll be a long wait.
And I hope Frankie settles down. My Frankie is still very badly behaved, I have to say, this one next to me.
You had to wipe my nose earlier as well.
Bye.